WWRR, Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, WMMZ, Berwick, Bloomsburg, Hazleton, WYCK, Plains.
Powered by Mohegan Sun Pocono.
It's the New River, 105 and 103.5.
This is Music on the Menu on the River.
Timothy, where on earth did you go?
Featuring Northeast PA's best artists.
Maybe, never mind. She can move me like the stereo, like a song on the radio. She's an angel in the morning, yeah, that's right.
And now, here's your host, Alan K. Stout.
All right, everybody. Happy Sunday night. Welcome to Music on the Menu on the River. Alan K. Stout with this. I am every Sunday night, 9 to 10 o'clock, playing your regional artists doing their own original material from right here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Hanging out with D.C. Taylor. D.C., good to see you, my friend.
You too, Alan. How's it going?
Always great to hang out with you on Sunday nights and play local music. And we have some guests in the studio here tonight. John from SSP TV is here because we're taping for television tonight. John, good to see you again, buddy.
Yeah, you too.
2 months in a row now. You've been filling in for Jeanne, and we had a good time last month, so thanks for coming back and hanging out with us again.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be here next month as well, so I'm looking forward to it.
All summer long. And we've got our friend Aaron Fink here visiting with us again because Aaron just came out and gave us a great show on Tuesday night at Breakers as part of Music on the Menu Live. And since he was down this way again, swinging by the studio, we wanted him to come by and chat a little bit because, Aaron, it's been about 2 months now since you were here. You were here in April, right?
2 months too long.
2 months too long. Wolves and Bud. I mean, I've seen you a couple times since then. I came out to Record Store Day.
Yeah.
And I came out to your CD release party at Carl Hall. That was a great time. But, what's been going on since then? I mean, you got a big splash in the Weekender when the record came out, and you were on our show for the whole hour. We played the whole thing.
Yeah.
I know that one of the cool things that has happened since then is the record is now out on vinyl.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
fun.
It's actually the first thing I've ever done in my whole career, I think, on vinyl.
That's pretty neat. Did you grow up with vinyl, or did you grow up on CDs?
I grew up on shag carpet and vinyl.
Okay, all right. Okay.
My dad actually still has the most incredible record collection. I mean, if you like classic rock and doo-wop, actually. He has like 1,045,000 doo-wop.
Is that part of the reason why you wanted to do it on vinyl? Was it,
that's because that seems to be the only thing everybody's buying these days. I mean, there's also a coolness factor to it, and it gives it a little. I think it gives it a little street cred.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
What I mean? And it's fun. It's fun to listen to stuff on that because it presents the music in a totally different fashion, a fun fashion.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
And when you sequence it too, I mean, when you sequence a CD. In the old days, the first song on side 2 was important, and then when CDs, that was a song that was just kind of in the middle of the record. And
the guys at the factory told me, the guys that actually made the wax, what was it? What'd they say? I think you don't put the heavy songs near the beginning because something about the weight of it or the grooves need to be deeper.
Wow.
Yeah, but they gave me some pointers, which maybe I didn't listen to.
Did you have to change the sequencing for the vinyl?
I did slightly because there's not enough time.
Okay. Yeah, I never asked anybody
CD
these questions.
Went on and on
cool.
and on. No, so I shaved a song or two off because they don't all fit on a standard. That's why back in the day, a lot of those records were like double albums.
Yeah.
Because they didn't fit as much.
They didn't want to shave any tunes.
Yeah.
Let's play one of the tunes off the record. We've been playing this one for, like I said, maybe 2-3 months now. This is Rocksteady Girl.
You're inside, the inside of my brain. You're down below, underneath my skin. Yeah, hold tight onto my wandering eye. I tried so many to the sunset in our minds. I've tried so many times, but I can't quit. Yeah, I'm doing time. They come and they go.
Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman here on Music on the Menu on the River. With a song called Ain't No Denying. Dustin was with Aaron Fink as part of The Fury on Tuesday night at Breakers. And before that, Aaron Fink, my favorite tune from the new record, a song called Rock Steady Girl. I had a couple of those in my day. They're the best kind of girls, I think, Aaron. Let's talk about what's been going on. John, who's hanging out with us from SSP TV, you know, I've interviewed Aaron probably 10 times over the past 15 years. This is your first time talking to Aaron. So, you know, I want to turn it over to you. What would you like to ask Mr. Fink tonight on Music on the Menu?
Yeah, so your album's new. Just came out a couple months ago. What's kind of been the response from everybody that's listened to it so far?
Mostly good. I mean, people don't usually write you like, hey, man,
Oh, you got a
you
fan
suck.
letter.
Actually, I think people do that these
Do
days,
they?
unfortunately. People are so emboldened to, you know,
Yeah, keyboard commandos,
hide
right?
behind their avatar and say whatever they want. But, no, it's been pretty good. You know, I'm just trying to write good rock songs, so my music isn't too polarizing or too extreme. So it's been fun, you know. I want to get out on the road and play in some other cities and start to stir the pot in that regard a little bit and, you know, spread the songs a little bit more throughout the country or wherever. But, yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, no, I want to ask you, too, about the name of the album, too, Wolves and Butterflies. That's such a unique name. I love it. How'd you come up with that?
It's kind of two words I just kind of stuffed together. I like I like the juxtaposition of the dark and the light, the, you know, the whatever, the strong and the, I don't know, what's the word? Tender? I don't know. I like the juxtaposition of it. And then I had a song where that kind of fit lyrically, the mood of the song. So.
Well, when Aaron was with us a couple months ago, I think he said that it was actually an idea that you originally had for a band, right?
Yeah, it was originally the title I had for, not a title I threw out for a band I was in called Stardog Champion, but the other guys ex-nayed it. So I liked it, so I saved on it.
Aaron, you know, when you were here a couple months ago, the record was brand new, and, you know, I got it and, you know, listened to it, and we started playing it, but I've been playing it ever since, and so now I've got to obviously listen to it a lot more since the last time you were here. The song we're going to play now, Melly Lane, you told us the whole story about it when you were here last time and how, you know, it's a street you grew up on and a play on words. Reference to your father in here as a writer. There's actually even a reference in here to your son. There's a reference to your band, your old band, Breaking Benjamin. You know, I've processed the record a lot more since you were here last time. You know,
Cool.
You know,
Yeah.
because we've obviously listened to it a lot more. You know, was that fun for you to write this song and get all of it? You got a lot in this song, man. There's a lot going on in there.
Yeah, like I said, I think when I wrote it, I guess I was 40 when I wrote the song. So I tried to squeeze, you know,
40.
generically 40 years into 4 minutes or whatever. But it was fun. It took me a while. If you listen to anybody at home listen to the song, there's a lot of words, and it took me a long time to kind of fit the right words in the right spots. You know, there's a trick to songwriting that's like the words have to sing well. So you can write poetry all day long and make up cool stuff but if you don't, when you go to sing them, if it doesn't feel good, it doesn't flow with the melody, and it doesn't roll off the tongue easily, in my opinion, it doesn't make for a great song. So sometimes I write stuff, and then when I go to sing it, it doesn't flow nice, so you have to use a lot of synonyms and replace stuff with stuff that sings better or whatever. So it took a while, and hopefully it comes across as real nice and flowy.
But it all came together.
Natural.
It all came together beautifully.
You know what I mean?
in this
Like
song.
I wasn't trying to like, you know, put a square peg in a round hole.
Right.
You know?
Right. No, you mean you nailed it on this one, man. We've been playing this one for a couple
Right
months
on.
now. Let's play it again. It's called Melly Lane, Aaron Fink.
I was born on a morning in the spring of 77, but in a blizzard of a snowstorm, seemed I'd already lost my way. I'm the son of a rider with his pen, he bears his soul. 'Cause that's the thing with memories, is they seem so far away, but they echo so loudly when the familiar calls your name. As I drive one more time down Melody Lane, I was outside looking in school, so I learned to play some guitar. I tried real hard to make you cry. It taught me more than any book could do. By the river beneath the trestle, I had my first drink and my first love. We danced under moonlight and the flicker of the fire. And when the trains came thundering through, it shook us right down to our bones. The sound I can't quite remember, but I'll never forget that girl. 'Cause that's the thing with memories, is they seem so far away, but they echo so loudly when the familiar calls your name. As I drive one more time down Melody Lane, I set out on the highways when I made it big in a band. I almost lost my mind out there. I couldn't tell the real from the sham, but I had a song to call my own. He came in the nick of time. He kept me holding on to what should already have been mine. If I had to give my life for him, he should know I surely would. 'Cause there's more to giving life than just giving a last name. 'Cause that's the thing with memories, they seem so far away, but they echo so loudly when the familiar calls your name. What does it kill? Make you stronger, makes the lyrics on the page. 'Cause when it's all said and done, it couldn't have happened any other way. As I drive one more time down Melody Lane, as I drive one more time down Melody Lane. We used to hang outside of a grocery store. We were raised on fuzz and power chords. When we would spend our Halloween smashing pumpkins on the street. Whoa, 15. Whoa, 15. Why can't it always be the way it was 15? night chasing down a dream. Some teenage Americana queen. Whoa, 15. Whoa, 15. Why can't it always be the way it was 15? There was something magic in the way it felt. Back in the alley, raising hell. Stereo in an empty soda can. You heard sirens, everybody ran. Whoa, 15. Whoa, 15. Why can't it always be the way it was 15? We used to hang outside of the grocery store.
Patrick McGlynn here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called 15. Patrick will be with us next month at Music on the Menu Live at Breakers. So we'll be talking a lot more about that over the next couple of weeks, but you can circle that one on your calendar now. First Tuesday of August, Patrick McGlynn. Before that, Aaron Fink, a song called Melody Lane. Aaron was with us for the whole hour back in April when he dropped the new record, Wolves and Butterflies, and he's with us again for the whole hour tonight because he just came out and knocked it out of the park on Tuesday at Breakers. So since he was in the casino, we reeled him in to talk to us some more.
I was gambling. You just caught me. Caught me on the one-armed bandit.
Yeah, how'd you do? You all right?
Poorly, just like everyone else. Everyone does great. Everyone does great.
They all win. We'll take a quick break now, but we'll be back in a flash. So stick around.
Hi, this is Richie from Rock Street Music. For the past 33 years, Rock Street has been a virtual haven in any PA for all things music. Sound and lighting equipment, sound technicians, musical instruments, amplifiers, music lessons. Rock Street Music offers it all. We can help make your show sound great and help put the perfect instrument in your hands, or even help to teach you how to play. The legendary Rock Street Music, Main Street, Pittston, your one-stop shop for all things music, where pros shop and beginners come to learn.
Hi, this is Mitch Kornfeld from the Woodlands Inn and Resort. Summer weather is finally here, so treat yourself and take a time out on life. You deserve a staycation right here in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. The Woodlands is less than a mile from the casino and is minutes from all the natural beauty northeastern Pennsylvania is famous for. Pack a small suitcase and drive less than an hour and enjoy first-class amenities and second-to-none service that the Woodlands offers. Enjoy 2 restaurants, Japanese Shogun and Crescenzo's Pizza Bar. Dance the night away at our famous Evolution nightclub or listen to live music at the Streamside Bandstand. Close your eyes on the Skyview Deck Bar and listen to the sounds of our breathtaking waterfall. Check out our website, thewoodlandsresort.com, for a great room package. Listen, summer's finally here and you deserve to chill. So come on down to the Woodlands in Wilkes-Barre. Eat, drink, dance, and play at the casino. We have a staycation waiting for you.
All right, we're back here on Music on the Menu on the River, hanging out with our friends from SSP TV, as well as Aaron Fink, who just played Music on the Menu live with his band, The Fury, this past Tuesday night. Now, John from SSP TV has a different perspective of Aaron's career in music than I do. I met Aaron probably when he was still playing with Strangers with Candy or Driver, or one of those bands back in the early 2000s, and wrote about Breaking Benjamin from the beginning. You know, Aaron and I become friends. I'll tell you a couple stories about Aaron. It shows you what a good guy he is. And he gets embarrassed when I tell these stories, but I don't care. I used to teach an anti-bullying class at Wyoming Valley West, and we did a big assembly one year. And I was trying to get some people to come and talk to the kids who they would be excited about seeing. And Aaron came down with Mark, also from the band at the time, and he did a great job talking to the kids about bullying. And when we did Concert for a Cause, Breaking Benjamin played the show one year, and everybody made a big deal about it because it was a big deal. They were one of the biggest bands in the country at the time, and they came down to the Woodlands and played a set for free. Aaron's the one that made it happen. He's the one that I asked, could you get the guys to come? And he said, let me see what I could do. And he did it. And I always remember that, and I appreciate that, Aaron. So my perspective from Aaron is a lot different than yours, John. You grew up listening to him on the radio in high school. So what's it like for you to be hanging out here talking to this guy?
This is awesome. I mean, like you said, growing up in high school, I mean, Breaking Ben was everywhere. In fact, even still to this day, too, whenever I'm working out, a lot of times when I'm cooling down, just finishing up a good workout, I like to put on Give Me a Sign. I think it's, I don't know, for me, I just like cooling down. I think it's nice and relaxing. I guess, here's a good question for you. Do you ever like listen to your own music while you work out?
Well, first question should be, do you work out? Yeah, I'm not as buff as you.
Yeah.
The answer to that is no. That would be really weird, dude.
Nah? You don't like to?
No. It's when you make records and write music, and especially like in that band, touring so much. Dude, you've heard these songs a gazillion. You're.
What's it like? How about even?
You have to actually, like, when you play the same songs, a lot of guys will tell you, and every night after tour, you have to find something new about the song that keeps you excited about it. Because for the person in the audience, they're like, oh, cool, that's my jam, dude. There's the guys. We're doing it. For the guy on the stage, obviously it's exciting to play music in front of people and stuff, but it is the same songs over and over again. So there's some monotony to it. So you got to find the reason to, like, I'm going to play that a little different. I'm going to perfect this part. I'm going to nail this. So, but I, with my stuff, or the stuff I did in the past, I've heard by the time you write it, record it, and play it, and tinker with it and stuff, the last thing you want to do is put on your own stuff. I think you'd be an insane egomaniac if you did that. But I like so many other kinds of music and stuff, and I don't know if you know what CDs are, but
I do know what CDs are.
So polyamorous isn't your ringtone when you get a phone call?
No.
What's that?
I do like that song, though.
What I did want to ask then, what's it like then for the first time that you hear a song when it first comes out, or the first time you're performing a new song? What's it like then? Because I know it's new then. It's the first time you're doing it. Yeah,
performing songs is a good measure if the song is good. Because usually when you're in the band or the artist, the reason you even are in the studio making the songs is because you thought they were good in some fashion or some way, but that is not always true.
Not everything you write.
Not everything
number
you do.
One hit.
Yeah, and a lot of guys out, younger guys are writing songs and stuff. I'll tell them straight up, dude. Not everything you do is good. And even when it gets even to the album cycle and that's actually put out, then I'll listen to stuff a year later and I'll be like, that song sucks. Why did I even, so they're not all winners. And then if you play them out in front of people, you can tell right away which the winners are. And you kind of, I like bands to play. I like going to see bands and seeing the hits and then a couple mixed bag B-side stuff in there. I personally don't like when I go to see a band and it's all their B cuts and deep cuts. That to me bores me to death. but that's just me.
I've seen a couple of bands who do that on a national level, like Steely Dan. Once I saw a montage, they didn't play anything. It's really strange.
See, I can't.
You know,
I
you've
can't
just
jive with that.
disappointed 15,000.
Yeah,
people. How does that feel?
people are driving. They're getting hotels. They're taking off work. They're paying money.
Yeah.
You got to play the jams.
Yeah, you got to play Hey 19.
You should. I think you should even be thankful that you even have the jams.
Yeah,
so
really.
I would capitalize on it. But that's always been my perspective.
Here's one of Aaron Fink's jams. This one's called Golden Days. Check it out.
Just beyond all your loneliness, some new love might come your way. Do you ever fall in sands of time, make you treasure every day? Just behind the burning desert sun lies the mercy of the shade. And at the end of a cold dark night, the shimmer through the haze. Show me the way. Show me the way to golden days. Up around the bend, the road is straight. The only way around is through. The world around me has gone and changed, but I remain. Heard the thunder, felt the pouring rain, and the silver linings came. Underneath our thicket armored skin, we're all the same. So show me the way. Show me the way to golden Before the hurricane came blowing in, you set your sail out in the wind. Before you had to say your last goodbye, you said, hello, my old friend. So show me the way. Oh, show me the way. Show me the way. To golden days.
Aaron Fink here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called Golden Days. Aaron's been hanging out with us here for the first half of the show because he was swinging by since he was here for Music on the Menu Live. He's played that a couple times now. And, you know, I was kind of surprised, Aaron, because it's only been, you know, I thought you would have had a new record by now. I mean, I just saw you in April when you were here, but yeah, you said you usually write in March, right? Did you write again this past March? So do you think we'll have maybe another record for you a year from now or so?
Don't hold me to it, but maybe, yeah.
Good possibility. Well, make sure when you do, you come down and hang with us again. You always got a place here on the show, and I want
to set the record for being on this show and playing music on the menu.
I think you've already.
I already have it.
But when you got a new record, you come down. We'll get you over at Breakers, and you always have a place here on the.
You got to start taking me out for dinner or something, bud.
All right, you got a day. Great seeing you, man. Thanks for coming by.
Pleasure.
And John, thanks for coming by SSB TV.
Thanks, John.
And you can also check this out.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to be here.
There's a television version of this with a completely different interview with Aaron, too. So make sure you check out SSP TV. I'll be posting it on the Music on the Menu on Facebook as well, so you could see Aaron and listen to Aaron on television. Probably by the time this show airs on Sunday night, you'll be able to also see the TV version or shortly thereafter. We're going to premiere a brand new track for you now from the Jeanne Zano Band. Jeanne, a longtime member of Flaxie Morgan. I know a lot of people know her from that group. She left that group probably a good 10 years ago now and put together a country project. She did a great record a while back in Nashville, and she's been recording some new original music again. And she just sent us her first new song in probably, a good 7 or 8 years. And so we're excited to get it on the radio for you tonight. This one's called Back to Midnight. Jeanne Zano.
Sleep, but I don't care. I just wanna lie here and pretend that I'm still there.
Back in that moment, lost inside those eyes, when time stood still and the world just passed us by. Back to midnight and the taste of that first kiss. Back to midnight, there's no feeling quite like this. Pull you close, hold you tight, make my whole world feel so right. Oh, take me back to midnight. I catch my breath and reminisce, wrapped tight in that memory. I can still feel my heart twist. Under the moonlight, our shadows entwined, as every heartbeat keeps replaying in my mind. Back to midnight and the taste of that first kiss. Back to midnight, there's no feeling quite like this. Pull you close, hold you tight, make my whole world feel so right. Oh, take me back to a heartbeat so strong, embrace so long, soft lips caressed, finally confessed. Back to midnight and the taste of that first kiss. Back to midnight, there's no feeling quite like this. Pull you close, hold you tight, make my whole world feel so right. Oh, take me back to midnight. I can't sleep, but I don't care.
This is is Eddie Apnell, and you're listening to Music on the Menu on The River.
Oh, tragedy, you hit me so close to home. You left me standing in the middle of nothing, all alone, so all alone. Cartilage, you're so much tougher than bone. I'm on a blind man's bluff into something that's harder than stone, so much harder than stone. Of company, we're all my friends. We're all my cigarettes. There's always nowhere to find me, 'cause I'm still running down tobacco road with my lungs behind me, with my lungs behind me. I've got a strong biological clock that never needs winding me up for bigger and better things. Cool philosophical outlook, keeping me fixed in a state of control. But you know it might be killing me. It might be killing me. I hope and pray that I will be alright. Be alright. I take my medicine every night. Every night. It's not too bad if you just think about it. I'm not too sure what I would do about it. I'm not your average hypochondriac, just trying to spare another heart attack. I've got a strong biological clock that never needs winding me up for bigger and better things. Cool philosophical outlook, keeping me fixed in a state of control. I've got a strong biological clock that never needs winding me up for bigger and better. I've got a cool philosophical outlook, keeping me fixed in a state of control. You know it might be killing me. You might be killing me. I've got a strong biological clock that never needs winding me up for bigger and better things. A cool philosophical outlook, keeping me fixed in a state of control. No, it might be killing me. It might be killing me. It might be killing me. It might be killing me.
Mere Mortals here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called Killing Me. Before that, brand new music from the Jeanne Zano Band, a song called Back to Midnight. We're going to take a quick break now. When we come back, we'll have more music, so stick around.
Hi, this is Mitch Kornfeld from the Woodlands Inn and Resort. Summer weather is finally here, so treat yourself and take a time out on life. You deserve a staycation right here in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. The Woodlands is less than a mile from the casino and is minutes from all the natural beauty northeastern Pennsylvania is famous for. Pack a small suitcase and drive less than an hour and enjoy first-class amenities and second-to-none service that the Woodlands offers. Enjoy 2 restaurants, Japanese Shogun and Crescenzo's Pizza Bar. Dance the night away at our famous Evolution nightclub or listen to live music at the Streamside Bandstand. Close your eyes on the Skyview Deck Bar and listen to the sounds of our breathtaking waterfall. Check out our website, thewoodlandsresort.com, for a great room package. Listen, summer's finally here and you deserve to chill. So come on down to the Woodlands in Wilkes-Barre. Eat, drink, dance, and play at the casino. We have a staycation waiting for you.
Hi, this is Richie from Rock Street Music. For the past 33 years, Rock Street has been a virtual haven in any PA for all things music. Sound and lighting equipment, sound technicians, musical instruments, amplifiers, music lessons. Rock Street Music offers it all. We can help make your show sound great and help put the perfect instrument in your hands, or even help to teach you how to play. The legendary Rock Street Music, Main Street, Pittston. Your one-stop shop for all things music, where pros shop and beginners come to learn.
All right, we're back here on Music on the Menu on the River. There's a cool show coming up on Friday, the 13th, at the Woodlands. It's called Eric's Pop Shop, and it's Eric Klein, who was the original member from the group UUU. When Eric was in UUU back in the late 90s, early 2000s, they were one of the biggest bands I have ever seen in this region. I mean, they would have 600 people out on a Wednesday night in the snow. I mean, they had a tremendous following. Eric's a very charismatic entertainer, and he's coming back to do a show. He's going to do a couple shows this summer at the Woodlands. The first one coming up Friday the 13th. So if you're a fan of the old UUU with Eric Klein, you definitely want to be at the Woodlands to catch him live in action. He's a great entertainer. This is a track he recorded a while back with his band Days Before Tomorrow. It's a cover of After the Rain. Check it out.
Thinking if you break away, you'll never survive. I'm waiting as my heart beats just for you. Come on and take my hand and I'll pull you through. But things will never change until you want them to. After the rain washes away the tears. Only after the rain you live again. After the rain, will you see the sun appear to light the way? Only after the rain can you hope to find true love again. The only thing he ever gave you was a broken heart. Take my hand, I'll pull you through. You know the time has come for you to face the truth. After the rain washes away the tears and all the pain. Only after the rain can you live again. After the rain, you see the sun appear
Days Before Tomorrow here on Music on the Menu on the River. That's with Eric Klein on vocals, a cover of the old Nelson song, After the Rain. And of course, said it before we play it, huge band here in the late 90s with UUU. He has a lot of friends here in the region, and he will be at the Woodlands on Friday the 13th. So make sure you go up and check Eric out and tell him hello. Actually, that gig, I think, came about from this show, because when Mitch was on the show, Mitch Kornfeld from the Woodlands a couple of weeks ago, he was talking about how he likes charismatic entertainers, and he had mentioned Eric Klein and UUU. Eric happened to be listening to the show in New Jersey that night, or heard the podcast, and reached out to Mitch, and they reconnected, and boom, now he's playing at the Woodlands a couple times. So we had a little bit of a part in that, DC.
How about that?
Kind of cool.
Very nice.
People listen to this darn radio show.
That's right.
I'm telling you they do.
Told you.
Leaving now as I always do with the Badlees. This one's from the Renew record. It's called Too Many Changes. We'll catch you next Sunday night.
Colors change before your eyes, I don't think you realize. And if I'm singing in cliche, would you join me anyway? Too many changes at the same time. Too many changes at the same time. I wish you'd put me on display, yeah, I admit I feel that way. You take a name, you give a ring, but love's a many-layered thing. Too many changes at the same time. Too many changes at the same time. When are we gonna try and get back? When are we gonna try and get back around? I could be clever when I need to. I could say words that leave you confused. Twisted thoughts trapped in my head like petrol fish, like moldy bread. But I know I would rather say, would you join me anyway?